sun peeks through the haze, and birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. The front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are all having a really good morning. Let's see. I see we got Christina in here. Good morning. I see Jemba here. Good morning. James is here. We got Hellhound here. Who else? Good morning, all of you. I hope you're having a good one. I am having a good morning so far. I'm still not used to the time change yet. Not used to the time change. Yeah. And yeah. Oh, excuse me. A little bit rough. But that's okay. How crazy are these people in New York who tried to throw bombs? Literally tried to throw bombs. And I did see where they were like, "Oh yes, two men from Pennsylvania." Just stop. They're not from Pennsylvania. They weren't Pennsylvanians. Iran is still getting bombed the fuck into the Stone Age. Yep, Jennifer Runyon died. I remember her from Ghostbusters and also from that movie with George Burns, where him and his grandson switch bodies. I remember she was in that. What else is in the news? Anything you guys? Oh, well, I mean, we could talk about what Jeremy Hales was talking about last night. Which, by the way, I want to say congratulations to Max Lab, who won $100 and blessed Tammy Lynn as well. Congratulations to Max Lab for doing that. Speaking of which, I will have Max Labs videos. I will have them on in the background of my computer today, uh, playing very slowly. I always turn the speed way down, so that way he's going to get a ton of watch hours because he needs those watch hours, folks. Make sure you go watch one or many of his videos. Uh, Good morning, Bill. Oh, I'm having a great day. I hope you're having an amazing day as well. Uh, it, uh, it's a good day here. It is a good day here. My mouse keeps getting stuck though, as I'm trying to move from monitor to monitor. Sometimes, yeah, it gets stuck, and that gets very frustrating. But that's okay. I'm actually using this mug here. This is this is the mug that I took to Afghanistan, and where is it at here? It's got a little dent that you can see in it, and that dent came from Afghanistan. Um, let's see. Yeah, Corey Harrison was online begging, "Hey, Amanda," and I'm sorry, Amanda, I forgot to reach out to you. Um, I want to have Amanda on and us talk about Billy, her group, because I love you. Um, I ended up not doing a stream yesterday. Things got very crazy uh yesterday, so I was expecting to do one thing and then I ended up doing a whole other thing, but I did get my laundry done. That was like big on my list. And I can't do my laundry here anymore. I've got to go somewhere to do it. But yeah, back to Corey Harrison. So he retired, and people were like, "You're gonna miss out on money," and he's like, "Oh, I got money figured out." And then he started saying that, "Oh, I don't have enough money to pay my medical bills. I need people to give me money." And Rick Harrison came out and said he doesn't have any medical bills. I've been paying them. Yeah. Corey and Rick Harrison of Palm Stars fame have entered into a bit of back and forth over the younger Harrison's medical bills. Corey Big Hoss Harrison, 42, recently launched a GoFundMe after a motorcycle crash in Mexico earlier this year that gave him a concussion, 11 broken ribs, and clear facial injuries, requiring multiple surgeries. He told TMZ on March 6th he owes around 120,000 in medical bills and has just $400 in his bank account. He said his father has paid at least half of the bills, but he wants to pay the patriarch back as the older Harrison isn't made of money. 120,000. I've seen the stuff they've bought on the show. He if he doesn't have 120,000, he can get it. His fundraiser has amassed 13,000 of his $18,000 goal. But shortly after his Harrison's comments, Rick Harrison, 60, told TMZ he'd paid all of his son's medical bills long before he put the GoFundMe out. He added, "It's always nice to be paid back, but there's no repayment schedule in place." So, seems to be that Corey is uh, is trying to do some public negotiation. So, yeah, that it's a shame. I liked Rick. I liked the show. I didn't like a lot of the side characters. I'll just be honest. Um, the dad was okay. I did not like Corey or Chumley. So that was my take on the show. I always loved Opie and Anthony when they had Rick Harrison on because they had one of their longtime fans, a woman named Lady Di, on who was just an alcoholic. And they had her on. They told her, "Bring your collectibles." And she was really into the monkeys and she brought all these monkeys collectibles and was like trying to, "Okay, Rick, what would you give me for this?" He's like, I don't think I'd give anything for that. Those were the days. Um, ooh, here's one I want to talk about. Georgia teacher dies after teen prank gone wrong. A Georgia high school teacher. Oh, here, let me put this one up. A Georgia high school teacher died after he was allegedly run over by a teen in an apparent prank gone awry. Jaden Ryan Wallace has Jaden Ryan. Oh my God, these kids with these names. Too many Jadens. It has been charged with first degree vehicular homicide after he allegedly ran over Jason Hughes outside of Hughes's home in Gainesville, Georgia on Friday, March 6th, the Hall County Sheriff Office said in a news release. Hughes, 40, died after being transported to the hospital. According to police, after 11 p.m. local time on March 6th, Wallace and four other 18-year-olds, Elijah Tate Owens, Aiden Hucks, Anna Catherine Luck, and Ariana Cruz rolled trees outside Hughes's home with toilet paper. As the group got into two vehicles to leave, Hughes came out of the home but tripped and fell on the road. Wallace, who was driving a pickup truck, then allegedly ran over Hughes. The teens stopped and attempted to render aid before help responded. The release said all five teams have been charged with criminal trespassing and littering on private property. Wallace has also been charged with reckless driving. It's unclear whether he has retained an attorney. Victim was high school math teacher and coach. Will Schofield, superintendent of Hall County Schools, confirmed in a statement that Hughes was a teacher in the district. Our hearts are broken. Jason Hughes was a loving husband, devoted father, passionate teacher, mentor, and coach who was loved and respected by students and colleagues. He gave so much to so many in numerous ways as he faithfully served God. Our hearts and prayers go out to his wife and family. Hughes was a math teacher and golf coach at North Hall High School in Gainesville. According to a district teacher site and a profile from North Hall's high school's marketing class, I love investing in the next generation and having an influence on them. He was also involved with NG3, a nonprofit organization focused on mentoring students. The organization paid tribute to Hughes on Facebook, writing, "The way he invested in his family, in his community, and next generation has changed the trajectory of so many." So I just, that, I mean, that's very tragic. It's very tragic. I don't know how that works. Where is, yeah, that, that seems very freakish. Very much like a freak accident. Like, you think they would have seen him in the road. Here's another one I'd like to get into. Let's see. Bill Maher describes texts, reveals what Trump texted him after White House dinner. Now, I did see, yes, Bill Maher had been invited to the White House and has talked about that. There we go. Pushing out that X link. Said that he was treated very well by Trump. Bill Maher is hitting back as President Donald Trump continues to bash him on social media. On the March 6th episode of Real Time, the comedian addressed the fact that he was subject to several of Trump's True Social posts earlier in the day. Without comment, the president shared multiple news articles covering his previous remarks slamming Maher as a jerk. After pointing out that these posts were coming amid the United States conflict with Iran, Maher expressed bewilderment and said, "This is getting weird." Trump previously lambasted Maher in a True Social post in February, saying it was a total waste of time for the two to have dinner together at the White House in 2025. The dinner was set up by their mutual friend, Kid Rock, and Trump complained that Maher's HBO show has been very boring and anti Trump ever since they sat down together. On his latest episode, Maher devoted a segment to responding to Trump's post. He alleged that Trump texted him soon after their dinner last year to complain that I was still part of the lunatic left and that Trump should have won a Nobel Prize for ending wars, to which Maher said he responded, yeah, and I should have won 20 Emmys. According to Maher, he and Trump argued for a while via text, and Trump ended by saying, Bill, you know what? Don't change. I wouldn't know what to do with you if you did. As long as that's the normal human being I saw the night we broke bread, and as long as I think there's even a spark of possibility of bringing that guy out more, I will not consider the dinner a waste of time, even as I now see we're back to name calling, Maher said. Maher objected to several of Trump's claims made in his True Social post about the dinner, maintaining that despite what the president said, he didn't ask for the dinner and he wasn't nervous or scared. It wasn't a quick sit down. I was having a good time. So were you, Don, because we were talking like real humans, not like that crazy act you put out in public. Maher went on to show clips of him giving Trump credit for some things he has done in office to illustrate that he doesn't suffer from Trump derangement syndrome, like the president has claimed. I've seen Bill Maher. You kind of do. You kind of do. Kind of do, Bill. Because I remember Bill talking about his convictions. Now, anyone who knows those convictions are bullshit. Yeah, and they're going to get overturned. Um, Like the president has claimed, though, he argued Trump is suffering from Bill Maher derangement syndrome. I'd say Rosie O'Donnell. Uh, Maher noted he's defended his decision to have dinner with Trump, even as some on the left criticize him for doing so. Despite all the hate I got from my side, I never threw you under the bus and said, "Oh, you're right. I shouldn't have ate steak with Hitler because that's stupid." Maher said, addressing Trump. At the same time, told Trump that lots of stuff you do that is not my idea of success, and I have every right to say so in a democracy. Maher previously addressed Trump's post about him on February 20th episode of Real Time. The comedian said he didn't think his dinner with Trump was a waste of time and suggested Trump was upset because he expected Maher would stop criticizing him after their meeting. I never said I would. I know how women feel now. A guy buys you dinner and then expects you to put out, I'm not that guy. So there we go with that one. Interesting. People are talking about the gas prices spike. Yeah, once we started bombing Iran, you should have expected that. That's they're gonna go up. Iran was closing the Strait of Hormuz. The question is, will they stay up? Um, Iran hit a desalination plant. That's really dumb. I'm just looking to see if there's any other big stories. Let's talk about Jeremy Hales. I'm really looking forward to today's video. The videos that we've had the last couple days have been eye opening. Uh, yeah, very good stuff. Um, and I have zero doubts that what Jeremy is saying is 100% the truth. No doubts whatsoever, because they follow the pattern of what they've seen from other stuff. Um, and I think the judge is gonna rule against them, and uh, I think jail time is on the table. I really do. Um, People are mad that the president had a hat on during the dignified transfer. Service members, we wear our covers. I don't, and Trump saluted. So I don't think that people, I don't think that was a big deal. Yeah, I don't. He saluted as the coffin went by. That's proper protocol. um. Ba, 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 ba. But yeah, Jeremy, I the question I only have is who's going to be found in contempt, because I don't think it's just going to be John Lynette. I think others, and yes, others can be found in contempt of violating a civil protection order. I wouldn't be surprised if the judge also issues a separate court order to the sheriff. I believe they can do that as well because it's a court and judges have very wide latitude. Now you can say, yeah, but the sheriff's um, not in Ohio. There's still a judge. And as long as the judge is making the court orders in line with Ohio court, then there you go. Now the question would be, okay, do they enforce it? Uh, You know, and that's where the state of Florida is going to come into play, big time come into play. Uh, I'm just looking to see if there's any other big stories that anyone wants to talk about. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, by all means, we can talk about whatever.
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
True, this is true. um, Dubai expats are killing healthy pets so they can escape missile danger. Um, would not surprise me. Because I've been there. Yeah, animals are being turned in as people are leaving, and This happened in Dubai during the global market crash. People people took their very nice cars because most people are getting paid six figures there. Um, Especially Westerners. They were driving their very nice cars to the airport and then just leaving them because they couldn't afford them anymore and they flew home. So Dubai had all these used cars, very nice cars, like 1 year old, that were then being ditched. Um, I'm noticing that a lot of car companies are having a hard time selling cars. And the big thing today is that they're not giving us what we want. First off, they're trying to sell subscriptions to use things in your car. BMW tried to sell a subscription so you could have seat warmers. Yeah, go F yourself. I'm not paying to use my car's seat warmers. Ford, if you buy the Ford EV, I forget which one it is, they're making you pay money to use. There's a trunk in the front. They're making you pay money to use it. Like you have to buy a subscription. That's just going to turn people off from buying your cars. It is. Um, Now, yeah, you're going to give me an extra, like, okay, yeah, I get a normal radio or I can choose satellite. Yeah, that is an extra subscription cost. Got it. Got it. Um, but yeah, some of this stuff is just ridiculous. Due to the interstate nature of the case, can the Summit County Court refer perjury charges to the U.S. Attorney's Office for action in Federal District Court of Northern Ohio? Um, the So they can refer perjury charges, but it wouldn't be to it wouldn't be to the federal court. because it's the perjury's not in federal court. They can do it in state court and then issue a bench warrant. That's what they can do. But a court order is a court order. It doesn't matter. So I think the judge has leeway in saying this is to be enforced by these these law enforcement officials. I believe they can do that. Now, they can ignore it, but then it goes to the state. And that's it gets really messy when stuff like that happens. When you have a state outwardly defying another, because then governors get involved. Governors and state attorney generals. And what are they going to say? Just enforce the order. Stop this. You're making this a state to state issue, and it doesn't need to be. But Jeremy is absolutely right, though. That case is ripe for a federal lawsuit against Levy County Court. And he's right for this to be the final one because that's the money one. And he's going to go in there with real damages. Hey, I had to spend all this money to stop the harassment that the sheriffs could have stopped. So, like I said, though, I would have sued the county first, and then I would have sued the individuals involved in the county, either at the same time or after. So that's how I would have done it. But I'm sure Randy has a strategy. Randy's proven very capable, so I trust him. It's just that's how I've seen it done by others. In fact, I was watching a First Amendment case against cops at Lackluster. Very good channel, Lackluster. In fact, if I were Jeremy, I would be sending his videos to Lackluster. They're still doing this. They're still trying to say that a U.S. Tomahawk struck a girls' school. We already have video that it was an Iranian missile that misfired. I cannot believe they're still trying to. Have they not seen how accurate our bombings have been and how inaccurate Iran's have been? I'm going to take your previous advice and start talking to myself and putting out some more content about Billy and myself. Thanks so much, Mike, for the advice and support. Yeah, and I'm also willing to give you even more advice, even more. Yeah, I think that's a very positive thing that you have there, and I think it's going to help people. I really do. It's funny. It's funny that the Fleas and Crew were saying that the Ohio PO wasn't extended. Well, because the judge hasn't made a decision, but the judge has already extended it to April 20th, so she can make a decision. Like, and the fact that they've been pushing this whole time that Jeremy's breaking the PO. The PO is not against Jeremy. We've seen a copy of the PO. It does not. Jeremy is the protected party. And unlike in my case, with the temporary order here, John Lynette are getting their time to argue in court. They are. So that is why the PO has not been relaxed. Whereas with mine, I was there to argue in court and they kept denying me that opportunity. So the judge had to keep relaxing it. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, they're very uneducated. They're dumb. Amanda, if I were you, and I've told other people this, if you're gonna start talking about it, I would start it on either Twitch, Kick, or Rumble, because those three venues, um, they monetize you right away. But I would, I, as, but we can talk specifically about your, um, yeah, about what you're doing and what you want to do and your goals. That's really ultimately what's going to drive it. But if you're looking to do lives, those are the ones I would do. I cannot believe 2L still push that narrative. Jeremy does not, right? Right? He's not, he's the protected party. He's not the restrained party. And then you have Bruce. I'm really looking forward today because Bruce keeps still pushing the bad neighbor story. It's like YouTube content is not illegal. It is not illegal. So you are saying that it's okay to do illegal things because someone is doing something that's perfectly legal. No, that is not how that works. Not at all. I'm trying to, you know what? This is just a distraction, so I'm gonna turn that off. Oh, I did want to talk about this. Well, you know what? I'll save that story for tomorrow. That's what I'll do. Oh, and I've got a Zoom court hearing to show you guys. Yeah, I'll show you that tomorrow too. Hopefully tomorrow I wake up at a decent time. I was not used to the what's it? I was not used to the time change yesterday. I was thinking it was the first of spring, which is later on this month. So I woke up and I'm like, why is it saying it's so late? And then today, I'm dealing with lack of sleep. Um, uh, but yeah, um, other stuff, those dummies just keep pushing. Um, because I'm trying to think what else were they trying to say? They were trying to say a bunch of stuff over on how long the new Iranian leader survives. Um, oh, I think the over under is going to be a week, and I think it's going to come in under that. But yeah, if we're talking like predict it in the betting markets, yeah, I would say they should set it at a week, and I would take under. Uh, what else? Oh, here's a good one. Name a famous person you met. Someone asked that. Um, the one I actually did security for, Carrot Top. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. I'm just scrolling through stuff. Um, I was trying to think of other things that they had said. Um, that the Lees had said that's just completely wrong. Some of the posts you guys put in the ecosystem are funny. What nobody is talking about Karg Island in Iran. We have not touched it. Responsible for 905 of their oil or 90%. Um, yeah. Well, that's the thing. We're not the ones trying to destabilize the oil markets. That's them. That is them. That's why they are bombing the countries that they are bombing. You gotta take your son to school? Okay. Okay. Have a fun one today. Um, yeah, I'm looking through some of these groups. Some of these things that people post, man. I can't show them. They're so I can't show, but they're so funny. Oh, Navy sailor charged with felonies after attempting to meet up with 13-year-old boy. Wow. I'd love to show it, but it's another YouTube video. I'd probably get demonetized. Don't know who the video's from. If we seize the island, the U.S. has control of 90%. We don't want really control of their oil, though. What we want is a government that is peaceful with its neighbors. That's what we want. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. This is amazing. I hope to find someone in the Navy who wears this. Oh my God. That is so I hope they make one of dress blues. I seriously do. I would buy the shit out of this and wear it on base. And so many Marines would be like, what the fuck is he wearing? Oh my God, that's hilarious. And someone said, talk me out of wearing this to my command's Christmas party. No, I'm talking you into wearing that. Quickly running out of picks for Supreme Leader. Oh, yes, they are. And you think at this point they should just be like, you know what? We're just gonna form a new government. They want their oil. We've always left the oil in these conflicts. Yeah, we do. We have. Uh looking. Oh, I should save that one. Oh, some of these people in these groups, oh my God, they argue about the dumbest shit. Like stuff that's like, I want their oil. We always have left. Um, well, that's the thing. Like, I think they should have a country that sells their oil and not give it to terrorist states or terrorist groups. Oh my God. Here's someone with they've got the license plate E5 wife. Ooh, that is so cringe. That's how you get pulled over at the gate. Right there. Um, uh, that's pretty much all the stories. Um, anything else you guys want to talk about before I leave? I'm up for anything. Jesse Ventura is calling Trump a draft dodging coward. Did he say that about Biden though? Because I don't recall that. And Biden got the exact same medical deferment, exact same one. And I've always said the same thing. Like getting a medical deferment, that has to go to an army doctor to sign off on. So it doesn't matter that, well, his doctors said he had this. It doesn't matter. An army doctor said, okay, yeah, I'll take that. But they never get mad at Biden. And Biden's was for asthma and he played college football. So it's either they're both draft dodging or no one was draft dodging. Someone just told me I don't live in the United States. What? Hmm. All right, guys. I'm gonna be around if you need me today. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have decent sleep. Not used to this. To the I hate daylight savings. It is so useless. Did we save any daylight? No. Uh, so all right, guys. Well, thank you for being here, and as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.